Set myself free.
Hey, what is going on, guys? This is DJ Clan Smasher, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you these cool attacks right here. It is Jedi versus Templar Knights, aka Baby Smugglers. So anyways, I was part of this little crew as well, in the Baby Smugglers crew. I didn't do as well myself. I was real close to a 3-star on their number 27. I got 92%, 1-star. Their last archer tower didn't go down. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna go ahead and show you the Baby Smuggler attack first. We're going to start from top to bottom, and then we'll work our way down, and then we'll go to the opposite side and show some of the 3-stars that they got from us. So anyways, guys, right here, Mach is going to be showing you guys a pretty cool attack. It's going to be an AQ walk, and it's going to be a bitch attack, pretty much an AQ walk into a bitch attack. So anyway, sends in the queen walk right there, takes out a few structures, uses a wizard at the very beginning, as you saw, to take down that army camp, just to make sure that the queen walks the right direction. So good stuff there, Mach. And then after that, just very patient with the queen, just waiting to see if she can start this funnel first. Sends in the CC Golem just to be able to tank for the troops that are about to come in soon. And then just sends in that first wall breaker to make sure that there's no traps or anything like that, and then sends in the few bowlers and witches in the bottom section at 6 o'clock, and then sends the rest of the bowlers. So he prepares his rage spell ready for his troops to go in, uses a poison on the enemy CC, and luckily the queen is able to start working on the enemy CC while the poison is doing some work against those little skeletons and the wizards. So good stuff here. The queen is able to take down the, what is it called? Wow, the Expo, and then rages and then uses the Grand Warden ability so that those big bombs won't kill all his troops. And then very nice jump over here. So the reason why he placed a jump there on that section was so that the bowlers can go on that Inferno while the queen takes down the other Inferno. So very clutch hit right here. And then after that, pretty much the queen is still going through. The healers are going strong. Nothing is targeting the healers. Still has 1 Lune, 1 baby dragon. And then most of his bitch attack went to the flank on the bottom section. So very nice there. While the queen is still working on the middle part. So unfortunately, the warden is getting targeted by the Expo. But no worries there. The queen is still standing strong. Baby dragon is going ham, pretty much taking down some structures down. And then the bitch attack is still going strong in the flank section that's going around. So then let's go ahead and fast forward so you guys can take a look. So then the queen luckily is able to take down that wizard tower and pretty much most of the splash damage that could have targeted the outside portion of the bitch attack. And then the queen still standing strong with 2 healers, I believe, just 2 healers left. And there's only 2-point defenses, so it's pretty much game over from there. So great job, Mach, on that attack. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next attack right here. So this next one, let's take a look. It's going to be right here, number 15. So Seb actually is going to be the one to attack it. Very nice little laloon attack. I really like this attack. The only difference between his attack and my attack, the one that I usually go, my go-to attack, is that he's got 2 more bowlers than me, and then he only used 1 baby dragon when I tend to use 2. So anyways, uses the baby dragon for that funneling effect, used the minion and a few other little things just to be able to create that funnel, and then sends in a jump spell, didn't need any wall breakers, and then sends in the 10 bowlers, rage spell right there. King, Queen, and Warden go straight to the middle. Very nice, clutch Grand Warden ability. It's always nice to be able to use that Grand Warden ability whenever your King uses his ability first, because if you think about it, if you use that Grand Warden ability after the King's used this power, you're going to go ahead and make some little barbs invincible. And those little barbs can definitely help out with the cleaning process and take down some structures. So good stuff there. The queen is still going strong. Took down vital things such as the Eagle Artillery and 1 Inferno Tower. So there is 3 air defenses left, but no worries there. Usually as long as you can take down 1 Inferno Tower and an air defense. And in the Eagle, that was a big bonus right there, because then you don't have to worry about that at all. So anyways, clutch stuff here, and then watch this, guys. So very important right there. The Wizard Tower did not get taken down at first. So he was smart enough to be able to place 3 balloons to be able to target that wizard tower so that the wizard tower is not left at the very end. You do not want to leave a wizard tower at the very end having to go all the way across the map and then just a few loons are left and then they die because of the splash damage. So good stuff there. And then clutch freeze spell, and then there's so many loons left, guys. And then the cool thing is that he actually brings a heal spell. I normally tend not to bring a heal spell, but I might start bringing that in because that was pretty clutch. All his loons pretty much survived, so he has so many loons left because of that heal spell. The air defense definitely is going to go down because there's so many loons. There's about 4 or 5 right there. And then after that, his cleanup is able to take down the rest of the base. So let's go ahead and fast forward, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next attack. So great job, Seb, on that 3-star baby smugglers. And guys, this was a crazy war. So like I said, Jedi versus Templar Knight. The score was exactly the same. Percentage-wise, they did beat us by a little bit. So very clutch right there. Each team got 6 3-stars. So now we're going to go ahead and show you Bob getting a hit on level board. So it's going to be a queen walk, pretty much like the other attack that we saw at the very beginning. A queen walk into bitch attack. So this time he's not sitting in the Grand Warden yet. He might have placed those healers a little bit far off where the Grand Warden, the enemy Grand Warden, was targeting them. But no worries there. This one was a little interesting because I'm not sure if he actually meant to do this, but I noticed that after his queen was walking, I'm not sure if he was trying to walk the opposite side, but his queen anyways went all the way to the middle and went across, so that made it to where the healers were vulnerable and they got taken down by that air defense pretty quickly. So he had no healers left pretty much at the very end except for one. So I'm pretty sure he was trying to go through the other section, not through that entrance, but no worries, it still worked out, guys, because bitch attack is pretty strong. It's usually a solid 2-star just by itself anyways, so those healers pretty much helped create that big funnel with the help of the queen. So good stuff here, pretty much rage the core, and that core was jam-packed, guys, so that rage core definitely made a huge difference and got that taken care of. So great stuff, Bob, right there, because that rage spell was just super clutch. Took down all the things in the middle. The witches are still standing strong. There's so many boulders left. The king is just tanking, and the queen was able to get away from that archer tower before it died. And then the archer queen is being used as far as her power goes, is able to take down that archer tower on the right side, isn't able to take down the other one, but there's so many witches and a few boulders left to be able to finish the cleanup process. So good work here. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because there's so many 3-stars to cover, guys. It is unbelievable. So anyways, let's see, fast forward, and the queen did die, but look at how many witches left, guys. There is way too many skeletons for this attack to be stopped at this moment. There was a few big bombs at the end, but no worries there. Still Grand Warden fully healed and a king that was still standing. So now we're going to move on to the next attack. And this attack right here, let's take a look. Alright, number 44, so GB fan. Okay, so this one was actually a fresh 3-star hit, so it was pretty impressive. Took advantage of some of the expos being on ground, and then just did a line of loons, pretty much a spam loon attack, and then just 3 lavas just going on each section just to make sure to trigger any traps if there was any. So this is a very clutch Grand Warden ability. You'll see what I mean here in a bit. It was freaking awesome. So uses the clone spell, so it's a double clone spell, guys, and then just rages the middle section. And notice how much work GB's already done without even using the heroes. The only hero that she's used already is the Grand Warden, but other than that, no other hero on yet. Has so many minions just for cleanup, making sure that everything gets rid of all the other stuff. Unfortunately, that wizard tower did do a lot of work on that section of loons, but no worries there. Still has so many loons left over here. They are clones, so they're gonna go ahead and disappear, but still has the king and the queen. So just check this out, guys. Very patient with the wall breakers. Takes in 5. Usually with this kind of attack, you just want to take the wall breakers too, just so that you can target the town hall in case the other troops didn't target the town hall to secure the solid 2. But because the town hall was definitely secured by those minions and lava pups, just wait until the funnel is created so that the king and queen go straight to the middle. You'll see what I mean right here in a bit. So then once that happens, once they take down that last this spell factory here, there's only one way for the king and the queen to go through. So sends in the king, sends in the queen right behind the king, waits a little bit because you don't want that queen to get ahead of the king. And then after that, it's pretty much game from there. The king is going to be helping the queen by tanking while taking down a few structures. And then the queen still has a queen ability, so it's pretty much game from here. The king uses she uses a king power right there just to take out a few more structures. And then after that, sprinkles a few other minions in the corner, in the bottom section. And then you'll see how she waits patiently for that the queen power, takes down the Tesla, the Wizard Tower, and the last Tesla for the 3 stars. So great job, GB. That was freaking amazing, especially because it was a fresh 3-star hit. So nice stuff there. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one, 47. So JTK is going to show us an attack right here, and this one is awesome. This base is a common base, and I believe there was some struggle on both sides for a few people to change their bases because this was their first like friendly war challenge. So they didn't know that they had to manually change their base. They thought that their active war base would be the one that would show up. That was not the case, however. So anyways, this is one of those bases, I believe. But still took advantage of this. It is still a tough base to take down if you're not sure how to do it. But JTK shows you how to do it here. So right here, she uses the Queen Walk, or JTK, sorry, uses a Queen Walk, Rage spell, and then just to make sure that the queen stays alive. And then check this clutch jump spell. You think, oh, that jump spell was misplaced. Why not place it more towards the core section? And the reason for that is because you do not want to place it in the core section, since you want the bowlers to walk around. And you'll see what I mean shortly, because those miners are going to play a big role in the middle section, not around. So pretty much uses a Grand Warden ability to make sure that everything stays alive. Uses some rage spells just so that those bowlers can just take care of that big section right there. And then after that, uses a few miners over here. And then once the funnel is created, sends in the rest of the miners straight to the middle. Pretty clutch. Rage spell very well placed. That rage spell is going to make it to where the miners can take care of the town hall. And then they're going to go angrily straight to that single target inferno. Take that inferno down. And then there's only a few defenses left. So pretty much clean up from here. King power is still there. Queen is still fully healed. A golem fully healed because of the healers, and 5 bowlers on the top. So many miners in the bottom. Is able to take care of the bottom section, and it is game from here. So good stuff, JTK. That was freaking awesome. Great hit. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the last one by Rekt.10. So anyways, you got Rekt is going to show us how to wreck this base. Heck yeah. So anyways, sends in, this one was interesting because I've never seen it where, you know, you send a few, like maybe 1 bowler and 1 witch. And I think it was just because there wasn't really too many defenses that could reach that point. So anyways, guys, sends in just a few at the beginning to create that little funnel. And then sends the rest of the stuff in the core. Sends in the jump spells, rage, and then he uses the Grand Warden ability. And then just the heal spell just to make sure that everything stays alive. He uses a poison on the enemy CC. And then places a jump spell strategically right in the middle where they can get to the town hall and then to the other inferno. Uses a great free spell right there. The rage is placed right there with where the jump was. And then all these bowlers are just angrily going through the core like nothing. And the queen is standing strong right behind everything, so she's not even targeted at all. So good stuff here. Some bowlers did get hit by that big bomb, but no worries. She still, you got wrecked. Still has a lot of troops left. The queen is going strong. The queen still has a queen ability. There's a few things on the both sides of the flank, just taking care of the point defenses in the outer section. And like I said, the queen still has power, so it looks like it's game from here. We're gonna go ahead and fast forward. The queen almost died in that section. Uses of power, is able to take down the cannon. And then the skeletons are overwhelming the single point defenses to where the queen can actually stay alive throughout the whole raid. Very impressive. You got wrecked. Definitely showed them how to get wrecked. So let's go ahead and take a look at their side now. Templar Knights, we're going to go and show their 3 stars on our side as well. So Showstopper is going to definitely show us a show. versus what up, player. So anyways, this is an air attack with a clone spell. This is awesome. I like seeing clone spell being used. So haste spells placed at the very beginning, and then check it out. So two lava hounds, and then just pretty much a line of loons, and then the warden right in the back to back them up, and then the two haste spells are placed at the beginning just to create that funnel, making sure that everything goes to the middle. Because if you notice, the infernals are pretty close in the middle section. So if he's able to clone those loons, which is freaking sick, look at that. Pretty much cloned every single loon right there, even the cloned one. So that was just clutch warden ability. So anyways, takes down both infernos, guys. Takes down the rest of the defenses. Still has his king and queen. Places them over there in the top section just to take care of the cleanup and to be able to take care of the last few defenses. He probably didn't even need his heroes at this point, guys, because he has so many loons left. But still, great job, great attack. Pretty much clean it from here. Has two minions left. King power still going. King hasn't really been touched. The queen did get touched, but still standing strong. So it was a pretty amazing hit, guys. So Showstopper definitely gave us a show to see and to check out this 3-star clone Laloon. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is show you the next attack that they did. Sorry this video is long, guys, but wow, it was just incredible. I was not expecting so many 3-stars here. So anyways, Absinthe is going to go ahead and show us the other 3-star attack. This is a ring base, so it's pretty much calling for a nice little air attack right here. So this one was very interesting because it was 2 heal spells. I rarely see this, but 2 heal spells. So notice the big line of loons, the warden right there. Haste spells just to create that funnel, making sure that the rest of the loons go straight to the middle, and then places a heal spells on the sides just to kind of keep those loons in the flanks kind of alive. Uses a Grand Warden ability, then places a rage spell. Nice clutch rage spell right in the middle, because once he uses that rage spell, it's pretty much going to take care of the core, and then the outer parts are going to be a lot easier to use. So now notice that the heroes are going to be used at the very end. So very clutch here. And then yeah, pretty much a cleanup from here. There's still a few loons left, not as many as the other raids, but still enough to be able to take care of the rest of the base. So that big clump of loons is going to go straight for the cannon, which is good. Takes care of the cannon and then takes care of the hidden Tesla, which makes it a lot easier for the queen to be able to take care of the rest of the defenses. Because if it wasn't for that, it might be a little bit more difficult. The crazy thing is that the lava did come out. Luckily, it went straight for the king and not for the queen, because if not, that would have held the queen up, and this 3-star might not be it. So anyways, good stuff, Absinthe, on this attack right here. It was pretty awesome. I like the heal spell placements. It was very interesting. I was not expecting that at all. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on to this next hit. Let's see. Andy the Angry. So Miss Quiet right here actually comes in with a triple. Quietly coming in for the triple. So this one is very different compared to the other bases, because if you notice, Miss Quiet actually uses her heroes at the very beginning. So that's how I've seen most of the raids. So it's pretty interesting seeing it the opposite way here. So anyways, Miss Quiet uses the queen and the king. I believe she was trying to take care of the queen just to, you know, not deal with the queen at all. But there was a lot of little traps and stuff that which made it a little bit more difficult to get through. But is definitely able to take care of the queen. And then after that, pretty much kind of created a nice little funnel for the troops to go through. So watch this, guys. So it starts at the very bottom section right here. Pretty much a line of loons. So notice that pattern, guys. Almost every one of these people that have gotten 3-stars with the air attack has been a mass loon attack with a line of loons, and then just placing those haste spells strategically to make sure that they go to the right direction. And then look at that Grand Warden ability. It was just freaking awesome. Very nice Grand Warden ability. So many loons left. Lava Hound still up and running. Let's go ahead and fast forward here. So Lava Hound still up and running. Didn't even explode, guys. So one full Lava Hound and so many loons left. for cleanup, and then just uses the minions to help clean up and secure the win. That way there's no time in this attack. So great stuff, Miss Quiet, on this attack. And thanks again, guys, for letting me join in this nice little event. 50v50 Town Hall 11s versus Town Hall 11s. Lone Wolf also gets 3-starred here. This one is going to be by Key Shave, and this time it's going to be a boulder attack, guys. A full blown boulder attack. This one is an old boulder attack kind of attack. Sorry for repeating myself, but this attack has been out for a long while. I remember using this when I was at Town Hall 10. Very sick to be able to see this again, because you know we haven't seen this attack in a while, or at least I haven't. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you this attack. So nice warden ability, and then the interesting thing was that the placement of the queen. Placed the queen where it was targeted by both archer towers at the same time. I wasn't sure if that was on purpose or not, but I think the reasoning behind that was to make sure that the queen was starting to get hit before placing the healers. That way the healers go for the queen and not the warden, because if the healers get stuck with the warden, that's not going to help a queen walk. So I think that is the reason behind it. So Key Shave, if you're watching this hit, definitely message me and let me know if that was the reasoning behind it, because I definitely want to know. So anyways, clutch poison right here, and then the queen is just standing strong, didn't need a rage there. And then pretty much is going to be very patient with this attack, just going to wait to use the warden ability, the queen ability, until the queen is in danger. Luckily that rage spell was able to bring her back to life. Pretty much uses the queen to take down the eagle artillery, which is very clutch, because once you take down the eagle artillery, it just makes it so much easier to be able to deal with these Town Hall 11s. And then check it out, guys, CC P.E.K.K.A. Nice looking P.E.K.K.A. So this P.E.K.K.A. came in clutch. You'll see what I mean here in a bit. Even though it doesn't look like it's going to do much, it actually does a lot of work and does a lot of tanking for the rest of the boulders. And look at how many boulders, guys. It just looks crazy. Just a wave of blue right here. Just a bunch of little Smurf looking figures. So anyways, guys, look at this. Yeah, that was just so clutch. That warden ability with the rage spell was just unbelievable. Took care of, pretty much saved all of those boulders. The ones that went to the right did die, unfortunately, but the rest of the boulders did stay alive. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward. As you can tell, the queen is just doing some mad work over here. He did use the queen ability earlier, so the queen did die, unfortunately, right there. But look at this P.E.K.K.A, guys. The P.E.K.K.A is still standing strong. The king is standing strong. And this guy doesn't even have a max king. So just look at that. So anyways, Hidden Tesla gets taken care of, and then just the remaining two structures get taken care of. So good stuff, Key Shave. That was pretty awesome. Glad you brought the boulders back with the 3-star, so we can go ahead and showcase that attack. So we have 2 attacks left, guys. So this one, I believe you got wrecked in a way that he forgot to switch his base. So no Eagle Artillery here, but still very amazing attack. So I'm still going to show you this attack, because even these kinds of bases, as far as 10.5s and all that stuff, can be difficult to 3-star. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this bowler attack. So pretty much another bowler attack, which is pretty cool. So sends in a few bowlers just to create the funnel, and then 2 on the other side, a few on the other side to create the funnel, making sure that they go straight to the middle. And check it out, guys, cloned bowlers right here. I am pretty sure you guys have not seen this in a while, especially with a 3-star attack. So very sick, very nice way to implement the clone bowlers. Unfortunately, some of them did die. Hopefully it was the clone bowlers, because those don't last for a long time. So anyways, just rages the section in the middle, making sure that they take care of the core. And then after that, the queen is still going strong, still has a rage spell left. The king went all the way in the outside, just taking care of the outside parts. And then after that, the queen, gonna use the queen's power, is able to take care of that inferno. So very clutch there. If that inferno was moved a little closer to the bottom section, it would have been a different story, because the queen would have gotten taken down, and I don't think the other troops would have survived with the inferno just burning down on them. So good stuff here, Dad. Nice attack. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward so that we can show you the very last and final attack for Jedi versus TK. So pretty awesome stuff here, guys. And like I said, very long video, but definitely well worth it because we get to showcase some of the best 3-star attacks that we had here. So Gorgar here is actually going to show us the very last hit. So this is going to be a bitch attack with golems. So 2 golems on each section, 4 witches and then 3 bowlers, 4 witches and then 3 bowlers. Pretty much the standard bitch attack. So then after that, just sends in a jump spell. Unfortunately, that other golem did not take the jump spell, but no worries there. Very nice little placement on that spring trap that took care of some of the flank on the top section. So that made it a little bit more difficult to get through. No worries there though, because Gorgar is able to pretty much take through the base because of the bottom flank section. There's so many things left in there. And then pretty much very patient with the Warden ability. I would have for sure used the Warden ability probably a lot sooner, just because that's how I am for the most part. But Gorgar is very patient with the Warden ability. Check it out, still has a Warden ability here. Very patient and doesn't use it until until the boulders start getting a little closer. And I guess there was really no need for the Warden ability just because that was a single Inferno, so that was definitely a mistake there. Should have been a multi, because then that makes it a lot more difficult for the troops, especially for bitch attacks, to get through all the way. But very nice attack regardless. Good stuff, Gorgar. Great attacks, TK and Jedi, so nice little war. Can't believe that the score was 106 to 106. Maybe if I would have gotten my 3-star and been more patient, that would have been a different story. But anyways, congrats TK and baby smugglers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this recap. Subscribe if you haven't, and definitely like the video if you liked it. And leave any comments if you guys have any questions or concerns or just want to talk to me. Anyways, thanks again for joining in, and I'll see you guys next time.